tell me, Josh.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Free for All podcast, your source for all things geek. I am your still temporary host, Trey Elliott. Joining me, as always, Chuck Nally
Hello.
and Josh Barnett.
Do the monkey with me.
I will not do any sort of primate with you. I refuse.
Johnny Bravo.
I don't appreciate the peer pressure, frankly.
I don't
I know what
appreciate
you're
not
talking
being invited. Wait, was that all
It
inclusive?
was to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Periscope is at home just monkeying away.
I feel like this is leading us down a path
Like an
that
all
we
night.
probably
I'm
don't want to
really
go.
hoping there's an all-night monkey thing going on.
Yeah,
now.
we should probably change the subject.
That's fair.
Right now.
How's everybody's week been?
Pretty good. Hey, I got to well, I'm just going to
Pretty
go
good. Fuck
into
that question. So
Fuck
hey
small
guys.
talk.
Well,
Let's talk
this-
about me.
Anyway, I was thinking about doing that. We got the live stuff, maybe doing live polls. Like do it like introducing a poll at the beginning of the show. I'm not stealing this from any like podcast or radio show at all.
Definitely not any kind of sports themed
No.
radio show.
No. But I thought that I can update it as the show goes along.
Okay.
Yeah. And I thought about like a Hey Who Died, like who's going to affect you the most this year, but I think it's a little too soon
That's
A
for
little dark.
fair.
Yeah.
A big
That's
one?
Not, that's not.
No, I think it would sway heavily in
Yeah,
one
yeah.
person's favor. So I'm going to put up on the poll, is Trey always winded? I think that's a pretty good poll question. What do you think?
I like it. It really leans into the whole I'm incredibly out of shape narrative that I tend to live my life by.
I mean, it really came.
Narrative.
It really came to light whenever, like, you're like, "Hey, this is the last Christmas picture. There's my kid. He's super cute, and he is." But you had a look on your face,
Like
it was
the
over.
struggle.
So-
it's
so
real.
I just picked him up to place the plate of cookies onto the mantle, right?
He wasn't prepared for the long haul.
Yeah, and then Brittany was like, "Oh, let me get your picture." And then Lane was like, "Wait, let me get this cookie and act like I'm going to eat it." And then Brittany apparently forgot how to operate a fucking iPhone. And like 27 minutes later, I was still waiting on the picture. So that's me after holding my kid for like 6 hours.
You were. So the look in your eyes on there was just stop making me touch my fucking kid. Sorry, hold. Really? You really
yes.
had to turn that
Yes.
around? Oh, God damn it. I hate this show. I hate it. I hate everybody and everything.
Hey, that was early this week. What are we at? Hold on.
Okay,
That's 3 minutes in.
all right. The poll's up and live.
Okay.
Waiting for our first vote.
Check back with us an hour.
I just got a notification on my phone that just said, "Is Trey
always
winded?" Oh, that's fantastic. All right, cool. Well, we'll find out if I'm, in fact, always winded. All right, I guess let's get into it. It's a long show, and we have to start off
No
with
Christmas stories?
Okay, fair enough. Christmas stories. That's also cool. What did you guys get for Christmas, and or other Christmas stories?
Well, Christmas Story is a fantastic movie. and
That's
I did
what I've
watch
heard.
it. I got some sweet ass Joker pajama pants, or pajama, depending on your nomenclature.
Do you
Different
sleep in
verbiage.
pajama pants?
Sometimes.
Man.
I do. Now. I used to not. I used to just go full nothing.
Yeah, man. Sleeping
Which is-
naked is where it's at.
It is great, but those pajama pants are quite comfy.
Well,
I
I
get
also
too hot.
have like kids that are constantly there and will like totally barge in on me.
That's
and when I
fair.
sleep
What-
naked, I tend to like sleep fuck. Like
Okay.
so it's safer for every
Go
kid.
on.
Can I tend to sleep fuck make it past the the sensors?
No, like if I have Lane, then I sleep in like basketball shorts or something. But I can't do pants, man. I like wearing sweatpants and stuff like that, like around the house. If it's like a day off and I don't have shit to do, but when I'm sleeping, it's basketball shorts is like the max amount of clothes that I want to wear.
I used to have no pajama pants, and then like in the last like 3 weeks, I've run into an abundance of them. I've gotten like
I remember there was one day when this is when me and Josh were still roommates, and Josh lost a pair of pajama pants
no,
And-
it was my Adidas pants.
or
My
whatever,
little track
some
pants.
sort of pants.
I
and
was so angry.
The world was going to
I was
end.
so angry because I didn't know where the fuck they were. It was just like they just disappeared.
And if it wasn't for my shitty memory, right after you found them, my plan was to go the next time you were out of
And
the
take
house
them?
and steal them, and just constantly do that for months, and then I just forgot about it.
No, I
He's
bought.
always trying to get us to go to his house. We'll just take his pants.
That's fair.
No one's ever gonna come to my house.
I
go
came
to
to
your
your
house.
house once for Westworld.
Yeah, I had to spend money and
I mean,
bribe
you didn't
people.
know that when you invited us, or when I
That's
said
fair.
yes. I was not aware you were gonna have to spend money. I thought we were gonna steal from Evan.
No.
Totally different.
So is pajama pants all you got?
No. My kids got me a sweet Joker statue I didn't have, which I thought that was pretty cool. Got some. Got
It's
some
also hard to do
badass
these
whiskey.
days, I feel like.
It is.
I got some good whiskey too. Well, not really. The whiskey is
I got a-
decent whiskey.
I got a single cask reserve from Chattanooga Whiskey.
Okay,
They only-
that is better than my whiskey.
They only made like 500 bottles or something.
Nice. Yeah, no, mine did come with some. It was Knob Creek, but it came with
Okay. I like
came with a
Knob Creek.
couple of. I like it. It's just not like super high end or anything, but it did come with in like a set with 2 rocks glasses.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Speaking of
I
rocks
drank some of it
glasses,
the other night.
I got a Joker, like a Heath Ledger Why So Serious Joker. It's like acid etched into a rocks glass.
Nice.
And then Kristen also told me, I don't know if I told you guys this last time, but for Christmas, I guess forever Christmas, she's letting me turn the basement into like a whole man cave. So I'm getting all that family shit out of there. And finally opening up, like that whole really long wall is going to just be all Joker stuff.
That's
and she
cool.
got me like those panels. It's like a 6-panel thing of the Killing Joke where he says smile.
Mhm.
And then she also got me a really nice canvas painting of the Joker from Arkham City, where he's got the green like stuff coming out of his mouth and stuff. It's really, really cool.
That's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, I'll show you guys later. It'll be good. It'll be good times.
Cool.
I'm excited. Josh, what did you get?
Not to play the like poor me card, but really, I only got one thing,
I mean,
and it was
it's
that.
better than no things.
Yeah, that license plate cover. I'm no longer a T girl. I have a Panthers license plate now.
Where's that T-girl at?
I melted it.
No, you didn't.
No, I totally did.
No, you didn't.
Broke it in half. Melted it down.
Nobody believes you. You're too lazy to do all that. You didn't
Peed
take
on
the
it.
fucking thing off for 6 months.
It's in my trunk.
There it is.
I can't confirm that it's not on the car anymore, but that's about as far as I'll go.
Hey, we
Yeah.
can use it to cover up Trey's Apple symbol.
There you go. Just bolt it on
yeah,
here.
much
No,
better.
just lean it. It'll lean.
Fair enough.
It'll be much better than the bright glowing Apple symbol. Just a very reflective, giant orange license plate.
That says T-girl right in front of Trey. I think it's a win-win.
That's fair.
And we'll just draw an arrow on it that points to Josh.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an implied arrow.
That's fair.
It's like the royal arrow.
I got board games, shocker, and some Amazon gift cards, which I will most likely use to buy some board games and a few movies.
How do you have time to play any of these? Do you have them in constant rotation, or do you play them once and then they get dust?
No, well, I mean, there are definitely a few that I bought like that I've been excited for, and then didn't really love them, and so they haven't got much time. But yeah, I tend to it's like a rotation. I mean, me and Brittany play like at least 2 or 3 nights a week. Like it's just a thing we do. Like I've started buying a lot of.
How do you keep the board from shaking? You play on that ass.
I mean, we can take a break in the middle.
Earthquake.
So fair warning, and I don't know if we're going to talk about it later, but I finally, after 3 years of you incessantly bothering the fuck out of me,
Mhm.
I watched Scrooged.
Yeah.
It was a decent movie, with a very, very solid ending. And I may or may not have missed about 10 minutes in the middle of it.
'Cause you fell
So
asleep.
no,
No.
Oh, just 10? Really?
yeah, it was it was just a quick thing. I didn't want to miss the movie.
So you got Scrooged?
Correct.
Jesus.
But yeah, so that was my Christmas.
All right then.
Hey, my kids watched Home Alone and Home Alone 2 for the first time ever.
Really,
I never realized that was like not a thing, so I just bought the Blu-rays.
as you should. I actually bought Christmas Vacation and Home Alone on Blu-ray because this year was like the first year they weren't streaming on anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really bummed I didn't get to watch them. So I ordered them so they would be here for next year. Do they like Home Alone?
Oh, yeah.
It's because they're smart kids.
They liked the end of it. Freeman was laughing so hard I thought he was going to pass out.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You
God, I
did-
love that movie.
You mentioned gift cards. I did get the points or whatever from work
Uh-huh.
that I was expecting, and I'm really trying to convince myself that like I need to get a washer and dryer for my house before I need a new TV or anything. But like I've got $1,000 in cards that can be like redeemed at
Jesus.
Sears or Walmart or Amazon right now, so I'm kind of really trying to decide what I want to do with it because I definitely do need a new TV, and it's the thing I want the most.
But you should probably get a
I need
washer
a
and dryer like
and
an
dryer.
adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get if you can spend it at Sears.
Yeah, I was gonna try and combine it and taxes to do the whole like
Well, you
Monkey.
can probably get all three with that. I don't know how much
washer,
your
dryer,
taxes
TV. I could. I also need a computer.
are. Oh, you should get that first too.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
all-
computers are fucking cheap now.
Yep.
Like towers and shit. Like on the day after Christmas, they were doing like i5s, like decent computers for like 60% off. Like I saw one for like $299.
yeah,
It's like normally $800.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'll probably hit up Dave and my friend Dave and see exactly what it is I should get because I actually want to make it like a halfway decent gaming rig.
Well, then it's going to cost more than that. We got Trey a gaming computer with a monitor and a mouse and all that kind of stuff, and it was close to $1,000.
I'll be going through my TV. I won't be getting a monitor, but
Next
Well,
week, I want to talk about that some. By
The
way.
monitor was $100. That was the cheapest thing that we bought. It's
yeah, but getting
a 24-inch like 1080p.
yeah,
like,
getting a
monitor.
high quality one for what I want, like that would actually come into play more with the television if I got a 4K. So I don't know. We'll see. There's plenty of
4K's
shit.
got cheap this holiday season too.
Yeah, they did. Well, I mean, even I bought one like at tax time this past year, and that and my soundbar I bought were $1,000, and it's like a 55-inch 4K.
Is that all that was?
So-
Was 55?
Mhm.
Okay, I wouldn't feel so bad about getting a 55 now then.
Yeah, it's a pretty large television.
Yeah, because mine must be 42 because I can't see shit.
Oh
in
yeah,
my
yours
house.
is definitely a 42-inch.
It's so far away.
Um,
I can't play video games without sitting on a fucking
Yeah, like,
kitchen table.
every 3 years
Or
I try to
kitchen chair.
upgrade. So in 2 more years or so, I'll get like a 60.
I haven't got
or
a new
65.
TV for like.
You need
like
one down
gaming
here in the
stuff.
man cave.
That's fair. It's got to fit in that hole though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get a mount
Never
and
been
like
a problem for me.
have it like
A mountain lion.
yeah, get a mountain lion. That'll solve all your problems. It'll
God,
chew
I
through
wish
the
that was
wood on
true.
all the sides and make the hole bigger.
God, I wonder if they've got any like service mountain lions.
You never know.
Like therapy, you know?
Yeah, well trained. That totally would work. You can
Yeah.
order them on Amazon. All right, let's get into this because man, just Hey Who Died is going to be longer than normal. Every segment is longer than normal, I think. Man, where to start? All right, Ricky Harris. We'll start there since he's probably the least known of all of these, I would imagine. Played a pretty big part on Everybody Hates Chris. Apparently, he was on.
He's a Def Jam comedy
Yeah,
guy as
and
well.
he's one of those guys that
What's his name?
Ricky
Harris. If you once you see him, you'll know him. He's one of those actors.
Character actors, one would call them normally.
Yes, I mean he's no character actress Margot Martindale, but
Oh, well, who is?
he's up there. I definitely recognize his
That
face
black guy?
instantly. Yeah,
I
he
don't
died at like
recognize him.
54. I mean, he's
He's
pretty young.
Pretty young.
That is
Um,
happening more and more nowadays.
It really is.
Seems like the average life cycle now is about 60 years.
Well, until you talk about this Watership Down guy, he's older than me.
Alan Thicke also passed away a couple of weeks ago. Now we haven't
Yeah.
done the show in a while.
That was
We-
sad, man.
We mentioned it on we saw the news
That's right,
on
we
the
did,
show
didn't we?
last week.
yeah.
You were right. I forgot all about
But
that.
still, yeah, totally sad.
It is indeed.
Another dad from everybody's TV childhood is like dying off.
Yeah, it's man, it's been a hell of a last like couple weeks. Jean-Jacques
ask-
Gabor.
What's that name?
You heard me, you motherfucker.
Gaber?
Zaza?
According to people, she's considered the first celebrity to be famous just for being famous.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Paris Hilton.
Okay, I guess. Yeah.
Nicole
so being
Richie.
famous for no fucking reason, in other words. She was in a couple of movies though, and on some soap operas and stuff, according to IMDb. So she did a handful of things.
Is Kim Kardashian the most obvious example of that, or the biggest example of that?
Probably the biggest
mean,
example
she
now
got
that
famous
Paris Hilton
because-
was, and
yeah.
I'd say Kim Kardashian is now.
She got famous
Um,
for two things. Her dad was a lawyer in the OJ trial, and she got fucked in the ass by Ray J.
That sounds about right. I totally lost train of thought after that. No, she was
You're welcome.
she was 99, and I actually just read too. Her adopted son passed away. Just a icing on the cake, I guess. 7 days after
The
she
fuck
did.
kind of cakes are you
Jesus.
eating?
Death cakes, apparently. It's just, I mean, at this point, man, it's either laugh or cry.
It's a little bit of
fair.
both. I did cry today. I'm not gonna lie.
Continuing on, I did too. George Michael passed away just a few days ago. What
Yeah,
was it?
that was like a shitty end to going to see that movie.
Yeah, we
Like,
went and saw La La Land.
Trey, he like turned his phone off after the movie. He looked at me. He was like, "So two things. One, that's a lock for my top 10, and George Michael died." And I was like, "What the fuck, man?
I mean,
Not even lubing it up a little bit."
it's 2016, man. You got to roll with it at this point. I mean George Michael, obviously another music icon.
Faith,
on the long list. Indeed, Faith, obviously, probably his most.
If it weren't for George
iconic
Michael
song.
being so
Last Christmas,
Like I said, Faith, probably his most iconic song.
dude. Last Christmas
I mean, is a big song.
it's huge.
If I think
I bet
George
more.
Michael,
I bet
think
more
Faith.
people know Last Christmas than they know Faith.
Man,
I
I
don't
would
know
take
about
that bet
that.
probably.
Think about old people.
I don't know how we would.
You need to
resolve
think
it.
about old people who listen to like
Oh, my bad.
adult contempo.
I forgot you were thinking about old people and I was not.
Chuck is always thinking about
Also,
old people.
like recent people. Recent people.
Old people and recent people.
There's only two types.
You're either old or you're recent as fuck.
That's like a compliment you give to like a lady you're dating.
You're
You look
recent.
very recent today.
Anyway, younger people like my kids, they've never heard Faith before. They've heard Last Christmas.
Oh, they've heard Faith.
No,
they just
they-
heard it with the dulcet tones of Fred Durst, sir.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You win this
I know
argument.
how to end every argument.
God
Limp
Limp
damn it.
Bizkit. Limp Bizkit wins.
I want
every
your
argument.
sex.
You struggled to get that one out.
he also was like-
I want your sex.
A prominent
I was
part
laughing.
of Keanu, which was a comedy this year.
Yes,
Um,
it was a very
he was-
funny part of Keanu.
It was probably my favorite part of Keanu was the part in the van.
Oh, the part in the van?
Yeah,
when he
where
goes
they
on the
schools
drug
them on
trip
George
and,
Michael.
and George Michael shows up, or the video shows
That's
up and
fair.
he's dancing with it too, was really funny.
Yeah, it is.
And you know what song it was? Faith.
It was indeed Faith.
Nito.
And then last but not least, and this is the one that I think was a bit of a tearjerker today. Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia herself, passed away at the age of 60.
That's also very, very young.
Yeah.
It is.
It was
indeed.
like so shitty too because it happened like right before Christmas where she had a heart attack on a plane
Yeah, coming back from London, I believe.
and they landed, they rushed her to a hospital, she was in critical condition for a while and then she had like stabilized.
It was like yesterday, I think, or the day before one.
They had, like,
her
confirmed she
mother
was in
had
stable condition
released a
and-
statement.
And then like out of nowhere today, like I saw somebody post about it online. I was like, did they just not get the right news story or whatever? And then I went and looked it up. I was like, oh fuck.
Yep.
She actually she died again. Like
Yeah, I was
or not
pulling
again,
into
but
a place to eat lunch, and just like my phone just started blowing up. Like Facebook Messenger, Twitter, everything was just going off all at once. Text messages, the whole nine. So, we all put up stuff. The podcast Facebook page and Twitter put up something, and I think we all individually put up some stuff as well. Man, this one, she obviously outside of Star Wars. I mean, not a gigantic acting career. She did a lot of behind the scenes stuff,
A lot of
and
behind the
a lot
scenes
of script work and stuff like that. And then was a huge advocate for mental health,
Yeah.
especially later on. But yeah, I mean, the first place I ever saw Carrie Fisher, and one of the main reasons that I fell in love with Star Wars is Princess Leia,
yeah.
and how like badass that character is.
Is
and
that
it's-
like famous from the pretzel company, Wetzel?
Yeah,
Oh god, that's awesome.
Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. But
a
yeah,
good segue,
this
Josh.
this one hit me very hard. Like I've been saying a lot today. This is probably the first time I've been like upset about a celebrity death because I don't tend to. I don't know, like, we don't know these people. Like, it's a bummer that they're gone usually, but I'm never like
Yeah.
legitimately emotionally distraught. But this is the first time since probably Robin Williams, which I still think about a lot of the time.
A few have hit me really, really hard this year. Alan Rickman specifically, but also David Bowie and Prince. Like I love the music of all those people, and just thinking about the crazy amount of people who have died this year is really, really depressing. But then this one is easily, in my opinion, the furthest reaching in a weird way, because whereas everybody knows Prince and everybody knows David Bowie, like I have not seen this large of a reaction. I was saying earlier today, like amazingly somehow I saw 2 billboards already up
Yeah.
on the way here that had just Princess Leia on there, and it said Carrie Fisher and her birth and death years. Like I was like, Jesus, like that the same day it happened.
Yeah.
I get it's all digital now, but like I hadn't seen any other celebrity marked that way.
Yeah, and I mean, just like social media in general is, I mean, it's when any like big celebrity dies. I mean, you see it, but like it has been since 2 o'clock today. So basically the last 10 hours or so has just been constant. Like every single post almost is something to do with that news story.
Gene Wilder got close for a while too. Like I think
yeah, I mean, that was
one
definitely-
that hit pretty hard for people.
But again,
too.
like outside of Willy Wonka, like I didn't, and I guess outside of Star Wars, I didn't follow Carrie Fisher like super closely, but still a giant bummer.
Yeah, and
go-
I think that and going back to the Facebook post, her influence not only in just like the acceptance of nerd and geek culture, for the most part, making it more mainstream than anything. That particular character is a role model for millions of girls that were growing up around that time, and even now, because she's such a strong female character in an incredibly male-dominated
Yeah,
genre where the girl is always the one that needs to be saved.
yeah. There was a really cool series of tweets, and I don't know who it's by, unfortunately now, but talking about like everyone's talking about Princess Leia and like referring to her as a princess and everything, which is great. But like the way she always wants to remember her is General Organa from Force Awakens, because like that's the like time tested like after her husband has passed away and her son's turned to the dark side and like all this bad stuff has happened, she's still like kicking ass and leading the entire rebellion.
I mean, she kicked ass the entire time.
Oh,
Every
yeah,
movie,
yeah,
she was
absolutely.
shooting stormtroopers in the face.
Yeah. And did you see what she had chosen for her own obituary as well?
I did not.
She said like no matter how I go out, I want it reported that I drowned in moonlight, strangled by my bra. It's what she did.
Yeah, no, she is widely reported as like a very just unique and interesting woman, like but like for all the best and like most awesome reasons. So
How long do you think it took before her and Harrison Ford were just plowing on the set of New Hope?
well, that was like a
That's
very
a news
recent
story earlier
thing.
this
Oh yeah, I know.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, not long. It turns out. At least that's what it sounds like. Yeah, she just
'Cause she seemed quite supple back in the day.
that's a reasonable assessment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, clearly Harrison Ford was into it. So,
Phrasing, man.
what?
Phrasing.
What?
Never mind.
He was.
I mean, literally into it.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what I
he
was-
fit
I'm
a
just
bunch of
stating
discos
facts.
in her back room. That's for sure.
Yeah, he did. Anyway, it has been confirmed that shooting for episode 8 is completely wrapped. Has been wrapped for months. So that we're gonna see basically an entire movie next year,
Which is nice.
featuring her. It is nice.
And then we'll have to remember that she's dead all over again.
Yeah, that I'm sure there's going to be a
Oh,
a
there will
memory
be a
of,
memory of,
and-
yeah.
But then you have to like wonder how the writing works for that particular character. Like it's not
I
like
am very curious, how they, because I mean, I'm assuming she was supposed to be in episode 9, so like
Yeah, I
how
mean-
they write her out. I don't know if they do it in the end of that movie or the beginning of 9 or what, but
it's kind of like what happened with Anton Yelchin earlier this year and Star Trek Beyond. Only
Yeah.
Chekhov wasn't as important a character where they could just write him out.
yeah, supposedly in episode 8 she plays a much larger role than she did in episode 7. So I mean, I'm sure they have been fairly good about this in these situations. Paul Walker and Fast and the Furious, I thought they handled fairly well. I don't think it'll be that like
Peter
You don't
in
Cushing.
your face.
You don't think they're going to ask Paul Walker's brother onto the set to play Leia in episode 9?
I'd maybe. Also, there's a chance that like 2 TIE fighters are like, or 2 X-wings, and then
And she
they just pull
jumps
apart.
oh, okay.
And what was it? Miss you again or see you
Yeah,
again? See you
you
again.
again. Yeah, and she just sadly
God,
like
if only Vin
turns
Diesel
at the
is
X-wing
actually-
cockpit.
And Vin Diesel actually is the other one too.
Oh my god, I would totally be okay with this whole thing happening.
For some reason, it's just like an orange
But it's actually just Paul.
red leader, and he just pulls
It's just Paul Walker, but he has the buns.
Oh, that's an MTV Movie Awards skit. That's how bad this
That's
is.
fair. That's absolutely what that is. I apologize.
Not
all right,
me.
so
that was awesome. I think she'd appreciate that.
We
a
always look. We always laugh at these
Yes.
segments. We always try and have fun with it because it's if you don't, you just cry.
that is fair. Yeah, so that is the long list of celebrities that have died in the last 14 days.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We still have what 5 days left.
This fucking
4,
year,
yeah,
man.
4 days left, and it's gonna be a bitch. That's what there was a bunch of like. These
seen-
are all the celebrities that have died, like going around 2 days ago, and I was like, "You dumbasses!"
Yeah,
like
that Google commercial. Like have you seen that
yeah,
one?
like you guys know it's not over yet.
I mean, they should when they're doing that reel at this point. It's so ridiculous. They should play the Benny Hill music in the background.
Oh man, yeah, it's I don't want to know what the next 4 days are going to bring, to be quite honest. Let's talk about some trailers.
All right.
First one up, Alien Covenant. This is the sequel to Prometheus / prequel to Alien.
Yes.
Is there going to be another one? Is this like a threequel, prequel bullshit kind of
Probably. That sounds like a thing.
The only thing I know is that this has pushed back the Neil Blomkamp Alien movie in terms of scheduling until this is like out and completed.
He'll just make another. Oh wait, that wasn't him. Go ahead.
But I don't. You talking about what, the Halo movie?
No.
Okay. But either way, like, I think this looks awesome. This looks way more in the original Alien vein than Prometheus did. I liked Prometheus when it first came out. After a second viewing, I have not ever had a desire to see that movie again. I think there's a lot of flaws in it. It's nice that they're continuing that story, but it does seem like they are heading much further into closer to like the original Alien direction in terms of timeline and everything else. Like, I'm really excited to see what happens from that.
I mean, it's still got like alien spores and mold and shit flying around. Come on.
That one thing happened, yeah.
Nobody
but
gives
like,
a shit.
But at the same time, we also like straight up saw a face hugger. We saw the xenomorph, which looks a lot more like the actual xenomorph than it did at the end of Prometheus. Like, there are some real alien-ass stuff in this movie. The only difference is, for some reason, it's a backburster instead of a chestburster, which is interesting. It made for a very gross and awesome visual. I don't know. This is like number one most excited next year. Can't fucking wait for this movie.
I'm definitely
Really?
I'm definitely not there. I mean, I
Out
think
of all the shit that's
has
coming out
potentially
next
a
year,
good
I'm super
movie,
excited.
but-
Remember, Alien is my all-time favorite horror movie. It's one of my 5 favorite sci-fi movies. Like,
man,
I fucking adore.
that blows my mind. There's another Star Wars, another Guardians, there's Wonder Woman, there's Justice League. I mean, there's all this shit.
Justice
coming
League,
out.
Justice League and Wonder
Motherfucking
Woman are the
Spider-Man.
ones that are like right
Motherfucking
there.
Spider-Man.
Remember, I did not love that trailer. I have still not loved that.
We'll talk
trailer
about that
every time I've
later.
seen
God
it.
damn, that trailer was awesome.
you crazy person.
Let's talk about it now.
Blade Runner 2049. Let's talk about that instead.
There's
Yeah,
another one.
bring the crowd down a little bit, Trey. You got them amped up. You're ready for the finale. Slow jams. No, that's not what happens.
It's got Ryan Gosling in it.
It does. He plays the piano.
It's got Harrison
God.
Ford in it.
He has a gun,
It's got Blade Runner-esque visuals in it.
and that's the trailer.
Yep. I don't care about Blade Runner, so this doesn't excite me. But if you like Blade Runner, I bet that's
Number
pretty cool.
one excited 2017 movie for me. You see how stupid it sounds?
It's a franchise that I fucking love.
You know what? Hold on. Speaking of that, let's talk about The Fate of the Furious.
Okay.
Number one most excited movie of 2017. It is a franchise that I love.
and
no.
that sounds reasonable.
No, it doesn't, because I'm not. It's not even close to my most excited movie. But no, it does look awesome, and they fight a fucking submarine in the Arctic.
I wish they actually just got out and started punching it. They
They
actually
probably will.
fought the fucking
Dude,
submarine.
he takes the car door of that orange Lamborghini and punches a guy in the face with it right off a snowmobile.
Yep. That
Like,
happened.
So much happens. There's a fucking wrecking ball.
That's because the doors go like this. I like this.
That car has superpowers and flips a bunch of other cars.
A lot of them. They were trying to draw and quarter that car. That didn't happen.
It did not. He
He
popped
flipped
the
the
doors
bitch.
off, popped it in reverse, and destroyed 2 other cars.
Yeah.
Because Vin Diesel.
The movie's ridiculous as shit.
God damn it, man.
The Rock is gonna beat Jason Statham like a Cherokee drum.
Yeah, he is.
See, I can't pull that off.
No, you
He's
can't.
the only one.
He is indeed the only
It's
one.
ridiculous.
You're sounding kind of racist, to be honest with you.
It sounded racist when he said it, but nobody thought it because it's The Rock.
I mean, when you say it, it only sounds slightly racist.
Yeah, I say kind of.
So, but
That's a synonym.
no, Fate and the Furious is the 8th Fast and Furious movie, and god damn it, does it look like a Fast and Furious movie?
It looks way more Fast and Furious than 7 did.
Yeah, 7 was definitely a little bit of a slump. I mean, it wasn't a bad movie, but 5 and 6.
It wasn't crazy.
6
I
was
feel
definitely
like you're
better.
not remembering the opening sequence to that movie.
I feel like nothing has still topped the tank toss.
I think that the long shot through the fake hospital with Jason Statham, like as he's walking out after hanging up the
Okay,
phone.
you're right. That was pretty awesome. Still doesn't top tank toss.
No.
Nothing ever will, maybe.
The only thing that was untoppable in that previous movie was the 50-mile long runway.
Untoppable?
Yep.
Is that how Mike Tyson says
Unstoppable.
unstoppable?
Stay alive, damn it.
Remember how you said you hated me calling out everything you say?
It's untoppable. I will eat your
Oh.
children.
We should probably finish
Mike Tyson's
that.
Mysteries, yeah.
I feel bad.
Yeah, watch that.
It's like a
shit.
bad thing. The Lost City of Z, which is not a movie about zombies, or
We don't know it's not
Other Z
about the
things.
Lost City of Zinj. We still don't.
we can always hope, but I'm pretty sure it is not. Apparently, this is based on an actual
Fuck you, Josh.
dude from the 20s
Try to sneak that shit in.
who goes to the Amazon in search of like this ancient lost Amazonian tribe, and it literally never came back.
Turns out he went
He's
the
like-
wrong direction because he was supposed to go to the Congo.
That's not probably true, but I also want a Congo sequel, but you're trying too hard.
That movie sucks.
So good. It's the best monkey movie of all time.
It is indeed. We have spoken.
Over
there
under
was a quorum.
on Flickster on 50% Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, it's under. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's like
saying.
39.
Ooh, Trey.
27.
Stay tuned, people.
Why we're saying tune? The Lost City of Z. It looks cool, right? I thought it was neat.
Yeah, I don't really know what it's about.
It's about
but
this
yeah.
explore. I was literally.
What
just
did you
telling
say?
27.
You're both wrong. Under. Take the under. 24.
Damn. That sounds about right.
Fans
Though.
approval was 29, so you were closer there.
That's fair. No, it's this guy who's like the Amelia Earhart of Amazon explorers. He went on this trip and never
they
came
say
back.
It's based on a true story when apparently we don't know what the fuck happened. So it's just really
I mean, it is true that
loosely
he
based
was
on
an actual person.
You can literally say that every
understand.
movie ever is based on a true story. Any movie.
Yeah, they need to stop.
I thought it
using
looked
that. It does look cool, but it was like a 5-second long trailer.
I mean, it was about 2 minutes.
5 seconds.
But, Snatched, which is a new comedy coming out. What did you guys think of this one?
I thought it looked pretty funny.
This is the Amy Schumer, Goldie Hawn.
It is
They
indeed,
go to
yes.
South America.
And then they get snatched.
Yeah.
And also, at one point, she cleans her snatch. It works on multiple levels.
While
Yeah.
she's watching the movie Snatch.
If only. Who knows what Brad Pitt says in that movie? No one. That's
Pay
the answer to
Blue.
that question. No one.
Pay Winkle Blue. Pay me why.
See? That was as close as anyone's ever gotten. This movie, or this trailer, I should say, was a little disappointing.
I laughed like 3 times, but usually with comedy movies nowadays, they put the funniest stuff in the trailer. So what does that mean for the rest of the movie? I don't know. I like Amy Schumer more than most people do. For some reason, she kind of got on my nerves in this trailer, so that worries me. I'll give it a shot, though.
God, Goldie Hawn is unfortunate looking, man.
She did not age well.
I mean, she looks like her face looks like a silly putty version of her old face. I mean, how far
But
off
by
is
like
that?
somebody who wasn't really committed to the mold either, so they just kind of
Well,
like
it was post stretch, you know.
Jesus Christ.
They had like some like hard rock candy, and they stretched it around there, so there's like jags and unevenness to it, and not the wonderful Jag television series. She's
That-
gross looking, and she's going to be on like a 50-foot screen across America. Is Kurt Russell still fucking that thing?
I don't think Kurt Russell's fucking anything.
what?
Why?
Because that dude's like 80 billion years old.
You
or some
realize
shit.
he's in the Fast and the Furious movie,
Yeah,
right?
and
he's
he's
not
80
that old
billion.
in that movie.
Man, he's fucking bitches left and right. Fuck.
He's Star-Lord's dad.
Wouldn't be-
He's
wouldn't be-
Ego the Living Planet. That dude is fucking everything.
He's fucking planets too.
Yeah.
Man, Saturn never knew what it was coming to.
Pounding that Saturn sleeve.
Yeah.
God, I'm so disappointed in both of you. Despicable Me 3. Let's talk about a movie made for children now.
How do you spell Sliz?
S-L-I-Z-Z.
2 Z's?
It's 2 Z's. Come on.
2 Z's?
If you really want to get funky with it, it's S-L-Y-Z-Z.
Ooh, shit.
Despicable Me 3? No?
Yeah, this trailer was okay. I didn't like the first one. Never saw the second one.
I thought they were both really
They're
good.
awesome.
But, see,
I
like they're
love
not
them.
like top 5 animated movies or anything like that.
I
for me,
wouldn't say
but
that either, but
they
they're
are- they are
really
very
good. There's so
funny, yeah.
many good fucking animated movies, man. That's hard.
That's fair. That's
It's
fair.
really hard to crack that.
These are definitely good.
Yeah, I love them, and this trailer looked awesome.
The new villain looks great.
The new villain, voiced by Trey Parker.
Mhm.
It's an 80s themed villain. Obviously, he's got like a Rubik's cube, like timed smoke bomb thing,
He's wearing a tracksuit with
The-
shoulder pads.
and he
Yeah.
breakdance fights.
Yeah, there's
It was
totally a dance-off.
awesome. It was so funny.
Yeah, the trailer on that one won me over pretty well.
The end of the trailer made me laugh when he's like being suspended by the bubble gum or whatever, and he just like accepts his fate immediately and starts singing "Happy Birthday to Dan." That was funny.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. That's next year at some point. I forget when, but
I'm dying.
I'm assuming summerish. Baywatch, the long-awaited movie no one
Boob
asked
Fest.
for.
Jiggle
That's true.
Tech.
Yeah, so this is The Rock, Zac Efron, Alexandria Daddario.
All three perfect tits.
Indeed.
They
They are
pretty
all
much
three
do.
perfect physical specimens.
The chick from Quantico.
Yeah,
Whose name I can't remember.
Her.
Priya something.
I don't know her name either.
You know
I
what
don't
Zac
watch Quantico.
Efron
She's
and
stacked.
Alexandra Daddario are? Is like, did you ever see the movie Gremlins? You know when Gizmo drinks the water and the little they pop off and they grow full versions.
Yeah.
That's what happens with The Rock. Don't get him wet because that
Man, that took forever.
It's
to
about the
get.
I
payoff,
appreciate it.
it's about
I
the payoff.
appreciate it. Oh, damn it. That is weird and funny.
The Chuck Nally story.
Yeah, I don't think that trailer is all that good. But
I didn't either, man. It's like trying for that same kind of like super over the top, ridiculous
it's-
action movie type
it's
thing.
The guys who did 21 Jump Street and
Yeah.
22 Jump Street, so you would think.
And it has that kind of like frat guy humor in it, very clearly. Zac Efron does that pretty well at times.
It's his wheelhouse.
It really is. I mean, that dude is really funny in the Neighbors movies. Like, I actually like that guy quite a bit, but
the Wedding Dates movie was awesome in
Mike
that.
and Dave, I
Yeah.
didn't love that movie. It was
I
okay.
did.
He
Oh, it was
he
good.
was funny in it. He was the funniest
I
part.
haven't seen that.
That
one.
and Kumail.
Really?
Nope, not yet.
Hey, I've almost caught up to you on movies this year.
What are you at?
36.
Oh yeah, you're close. 9 more to go.
Well, you
I
got
guess
like
so.
a running count? I haven't
Yeah.
counted mine in a while. I'm in
That-
the 50s.
we-
Yeah, they're on OneNote.
Yeah.
That thing you never used.
It doesn't matter. Don't tell him. There's still a section that says Josh will never see this, and he still.
I've looked at it.
What does it say?
It's Comic-Con stuff.
I don't think so.
It is. It's the recap from Comic-Con.
All right, Baywatch looks all right. TV trailers. Taboo.
It is right.
Talk to me about Taboo,
Josh
Josh.
saw this. Taboo.
Yeah.
Oh, the Tom Hardy movie
Yep.
show. This
You were
looks
excited
cool.
about it. I was going to let you have it.
This looks really cool. I have no idea what the fuck it is. This we talked
It's
about
like
this
voodoo
about a
or
year ago or so. Yeah, it's like Tom Hardy in like the 30s or 40s. It looks like.
Looks
Goes off on like a trek and becomes all sorts of crazy tribal and comes back and murders people. It's about what it looks like. BBC show.
He murders the shit out of somebody with that knife
Yeah, he does.
It was pretty fucking epic.
Tears him down.
and up.
All those directions.
It's like Trey on the dance floor.
Shit, I would pay to see that.
No, you should not do that.
That
Yeah,
goes back to the winded poll. Oh wait, hold on. Let's get a running tally on that.
no one.
100%, 2 votes.
Hey,
Fantastic.
God, I hope it's.
I am
Marion Hammond.
100% winded. Yeah, Taboo looks all right. There's a bunch of other people in there that now I can't remember. There was like I remember thinking like, damn, there's a lot of really good actors in this show.
There are a lot of really good actors,
I
but
can't remember a single one of them right
John-
now.
Jonathan
Dad from-
Price.
What?
Jonathan Price.
Jonathan Price was in it. You're right.
I thought you
The
said
dad from
John
Numbers.
from Rice. I
The
was like,
dad
what?
from Numbers.
If only. God.
How did that
If only
motherfucker
indeed.
not die in Independence Day?
Don't get me started on that whole fucking movie. We're gonna talk about it later, aren't we?
I mean, you guys talked about it before.
Oh, it's so bad.
I mean, I'll talk about it.
So bad.
Also, keep in mind, Taboo is also airing on FX in the States here, so you don't have to have BBC necessarily to watch it.
That's awesome.
But you want to authentically watch it. BBC One in America.
Sure.
Man, fuck that noise. Just watch it on
That's
FX,
also fair.
like an American.
They're gonna digitally like alter all the accents. It's gonna be all American accents. It's gonna be set in like New York instead of London.
Nobody can do accents besides British and Southern. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the only movie accents that anybody can
I
do.
feel like Bostonian is also up
Yeah.
there.
Boston is
A lot
becoming
A lot of people have done that.
But you know what? Typically the Bostonian accents are from people who are like from Boston.
That is fair. It does tend to be pretty much the Afflecks
they're
and
just
Matt
like-
Damon.
They're
It's
just like
yes.
really overdoing it.
It's the
It's
Gus Van
literally-
Sant movie.
It's just Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Casey Affleck.
It turns out it's
Yeah.
just the town.
Yeah. Anybody from there, or if they're doing a movie that is there, yes, there are Bostonian accents. But you're not going to go to Africa and hear somebody speak like fucking Ben Affleck. They're gonna speak like
Well,
goddamn
no,
Jeffrey
to be fair,
Rush.
though, Thor did actually do that in the Heart of the Sea. Chris Hemsworth. He had a Boston
I was
accent.
like, wait
It
a
was
second,
fucking
what?
weird.
Was he from Boston?
Yeah.
God damn it! You're missing my fucking point.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. I get what you mean. You're not going to
Jesus
go to another
Christ.
part of the world.
Hey, can
I
we just
got it
say?
now.
Can we just say Riverdale?
It's oh god, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, man.
It doesn't
Yeah.
look good.
Fuck everything about that show.
It was
This-
like they took One Tree Hill and just ingested it with a huge hypodermic needle of
The hypodermic needle.
estrogen.
The
I got that
hypodermic
one
needle.
right. That was a hypodermic needle.
Hypodermic needle. Spell that one out.
All right, got it.
Does the main actor in that
Fuck
show
you,
kind of look
Josh.
like the rejected version of Andrew Garfield?
Yes. Also, a tool bag. Both of those things he looks like. No, this show looks stupid, and it just makes me hate the CW more in a world where I've now come to really kind of hate the CW and all of its stupid shows.
Unfortunate, they got Who's Line.
I mean, not
That's-
the new ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
I'll take the
When
old
did that
British
happen?
ones.
Like 2 years ago. It's been going on for a while now.
I mean, that came back with Aisha Tyler, and then it went off.
It's still going on.
It went off for at least a year.
No, it's still going on. They are releasing. Yeah, go ahead.
I will.
Either way, it doesn't matter because the British ones were way better of Whose Line.
I
The
don't think
Bostonian one's also great.
I think the Drew Carey ones were the best. Then the new ones. Then the British ones. The British ones had way too many people I didn't love that much.
Tony Slattery.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
He was pretty funny.
No, he wasn't.
He's
And me, Clive Owen, saying goodnight, goodnight.
It's like a fat Hugh Grant.
Pew
The Path season 2 trailer.
Huge Grant.
Huge Grant.
Jesus Christ.
I'm playing the role of Evan today. I'm just joining in on any of Chuck's jokes.
Fair enough. The Path season 2.
Trying to be fun.
Wait, what's
This-
better, Huge Grant or Pew Grant? As in, like, he stinks.
Leave them both as options.
Okay.
I
You
won't
know
use
what?
either of them, so don't worry.
How do you spell Pew?
P.
This trailer made Chuck want to watch The Path. I'm assuming you were like freaking.
I mean, I want to watch The Path anyway,
Mhm.
but P-E-Y?
God damn it.
E-W?
Sneaky Pete. How do we feel about?
No, The
I'm gonna
Path
move
season 2.
I've given up.
No, The Path looks incredible. Like, everything about it, it just makes me want Aaron Paul to be Eddie Dean so fucking bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
God damn it, he'd be perfect. But he's a really good actor, man.
God, when are we gonna get that trailer?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's
You
gonna
think?
very
Probably.
possibly.
I might have
Um,
to actually watch the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, season 2 looks really good. The first season, this isn't like giant spoilers, but I guess just kind of general spoilers. The plot of season 1 is essentially Aaron Paul's character trying to figure out whether or not he believes in this cult that he's basically grown up in all of his life, and is like, he's married to, and he is kind of somewhat of a leader in this cult. His kids are kind of invested in it. It's like a very big movement, and he is like, the season 1 opens up with him doubting things, and it kind of progresses from there. So season 2's trailer gives away, I guess the only thing is he's very clearly now
he knows
out.
it was a cult, and
Yeah, he makes the statement in that trailer, I was in a cult. And so this seems like it's just kind of
Well, he says he's going to murder the cult leader if he takes his kid.
yeah. That
Like,
the
straight
dude who
up
plays
murder.
the dude who plays the cult leader is like one of the best fucking actors on TV right now. That dude is
Really?
insane. He gives Aaron Paul a sincere run for his money in that show. It's so good.
Well, it's always awesome to have two really good actors feeding off of each other.
Yeah.
It just makes it's like that scene in Westworld with Ed Harris and Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Like, you could feel the energy. Oh, and then fucking James Morrison was over there somewhere.
Yeah, and he does
dying
like,
in the corner.
his character's like thing is that he's like basically like not very good at controlling his rage, but because he leads this like happy-go-lucky like see the light cult,
Right.
he very much has to put on that face. And like the moments where he can't fucking hold it together, holy shit, man, it's some of the best fucking TV out there. So yeah, if you haven't seen The Path, go watch that because it's awesome. And season 2 is coming soon. Was there a date on there that I missed?
Oh, I
Did you
didn't
catch
see
that?
it.
Okay,
I think it said soon.
cool. I figured that's when it was coming.
Okay.
That's
Um,
usually a good date to bank on.
It is indeed. And then finally, Sneaky Pete, which is a Amazon original that apparently we've been waiting on for a while.
Yeah.
And is premiering very soon on the
'Cause it looks-
13th.
It looks totally
January.
different than, like, I remember what the commercials for the pilot looked like.
I don't remember anything about this, but that trailer that we watched today looked real fucking awesome.
Dude,
pretty
Bryan
good.
Cranston's kicking some serious ass in that.
Man, I love him as a villain.
He plays a good villain. He
Yeah,
really
he
does.
really does.
There's Giovanni Ribisi and Ethan Embry
All those people.
from, what was it? Can't Hardly Wait. That was it. Couldn't remember for a second there. I
Sure.
love Ethan Embry, man. That dude was in like every late 90s, early 2000s teen movie. And then I haven't seen him work very much since then.
And now he's on Amazon. Yeah, no, that's basically looks like it's about just kind of a con man trying to not get killed by Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Which sounds like an excellent plot to me.
I really hope that's how they pitched it to Amazon, too. They were just like, it's a con man. He really just wants to not die at the hands of Bryan Cranston.
I'd be all right with him murdering me. If I'm going to get murdered by somebody, I might as well
That's
be somebody
fair.
I admire.
That is fair.
Who would you like to get murdered by, Josh?
That's a good question. I really don't have one.
What?
I don't know who I'd want
You
to kill.
don't have a person, the Claudio Sergio guy.
I would not want
With
Claudio
the hair.
Sanchez to murder me because then there's a chance he would end up in jail, and that would be awful.
No, he would get away with it. You know, he's illegal. Build a wall. I'm sorry, that was too much.
Holy
Christ.
fuck.
No,
Get us out.
No, that was about right. Also, for me, Michael B. Jordan. And with that, we're going to take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.